Hey, it is my birthday. I am 51 today. And I thought I would share with you a little bit about what I like to do on my birthday. I mean, I'm going to work all day. So I love my clients. And to me, it's not work. I love what I do. But what I always do is I give myself a good hour, if not a little bit longer. I already got some body movement in this morning. But I like to reflect on the last year, right? So I don't use it as there's no regrets or anything like that. But when you do a reflection, it's not to say, oh my God, I did this wrong, or it's just to reevaluate. It's a total reevaluation. That's what this is. It's a total reevaluation of the year, and I like to do that around my birthday. People do it at different times. You could literally pick like June 3rd. It doesn't matter, right? Whatever day you want to do it. And it's good to do it because when I go back, I look back and I go, okay, well, what are some things that I wanted to accomplish and that I did accomplish? Great. I put a little star by it. I kind of go, good. Yeah, I accomplished that. And then what are some things that I wanted to accomplish that I didn't get to or it just wasn't a priority? And then I look at it and I reevaluate it. Is it still even something I want to do? And if it is, what priority am I going to put it in? Like, is it something? And if it doesn't work this year, it might work next year. I don't know. It depends on what the level of priority is for me, right? So allowing yourself the time to do that, and I love to do that. If you saw my post yesterday, the day before my birthday is just as important as my birthday because I like to look at the year and just kind of sit in it. But on my birthday is like my new year. So I like to look at any kind of things that I'm working on for the year. What are some things I want to change? What worked? What didn't? And that's just in life in general. Like even if you're not going to like set a day to reflect, I enjoy doing it because it really gives me, I am the queen of binders and books and journals. That's my jam. Like everywhere you go, there's a journal, there's a positivity journal, a gratitude journal. There's always something. And I got that one in Park City, which was great because I loved it. I fell in love with it the moment I saw it. And, but I want you to really not look at things as a failure. People say, I'm afraid to fail. Number one, there are going to be things that are not going to work out. There are going to be things that you are going to screw up, and you will. If you think that you are not going to do that again in the future, woo, get that out of your head because you will. But don't look at it as a failure. Look at it and go, okay, did this work? No. Could I have done anything differently? Not regretfully, differently. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll do that going forward. So it's a really good time that I like to do to just kind of sit. And I mean, you could literally get off of this video at some point, like when it's done, and do the same exact thing. Like sit down and look at what your last year was. Don't go 15 years ago. Like we're here now, right? And look at the last year or the last 6 months or whatever you want to do and say, okay, what are some things that are working for me? Great. I'm going to capitalize on this. Can I enhance it? If not, if it's not broken, don't fix it. You can enhance it though. And if it isn't working and you feel that it's not serving your best and highest good, then, you need to evaluate why you're struggling to let it go. Is it codependency? And I told you, I promise you, we're going to do a whole podcast on codependency. But if it's codependency, you have to go deeper with that. It goes into the fact that people and things and items, they're not yours to own, right? You don't own people. You don't own things. Everything's temporary. And when you get used to that, you can appreciate it so much more. If I said to you, here is a brand new Ferrari, it's not yours to keep, but you can keep it for the week. You'd be like, oh my gosh. And you would kind of enjoy it. You'd go, you'd have fun in it. You'd appreciate it, but it's temporary. It's going back. And that's why the gratitude journal is super important. The reason that the gratitude journal, sorry, my neighbor's texting me about my birthday, if you hear the dinging. But the most beautiful thing is to realize that everything in your life is not yours to own and not yours to keep. So you could treat it the same way, right? Because you get really caught up into you, me, my, I, right? And that's great. That's fine. I mean, you are your priority, but you also have to do so with a realistic expectation. So you got to notch down your expectations. People can't make you happy. They can't make you do something, as an adult, right? And they definitely can't shift your mindset. So I want you to just kind of today or any other day, maybe your birthday like I do on mine, just sit down and reflect. You don't get to judge it though. See, that's the caveat. You don't get to go, what's wrong with me? Why did I do that? And you got to show yourself grace. You're just looking at it as a reflection and looking to reevaluate because some of the things that you thought were important 5 minutes ago or last year, they're not really that important now, which is also why you don't want to just keep sweating everything. Like everything is not a stage 5 problem. just because it feels like it, right? Because it's temporary. So if you can start looking at things with a shifted mindset of everything's temporary, that's not bad. That's how you appreciate things, okay? So you just have to understand that this is all within your power. Stop thinking that it's everybody else's journey for you, or everybody else has to do things for you, or it's their fault or anything. No, we're not going to do that. So I'm going to get back to doing my jam. This is like what I'm getting ready to go do and kind of set up my year. I have a good hour before my clients. So I want to spend a little me time with me, a little appreciation. But I definitely wanted to share that with you because you don't have to wait till your birthday to do it. But don't look at it as a failure. Look at it as a learning tool. And when you do that, the shifted mindset starts to make everything not look so dark. So have a great day.